Welcome, everybody, to a brand new, rebooted
God! What are Meesa saying?
What is Meesa Saying? The world's only game show about badly translated Star Wars quotes. We now have a brand new fancy, I don't know what the right word for it is, a game
a
board.
UI.
Yeah, like a scoreboard thing, which is going to make this the best Star Wars game show you've ever seen. Let's break down the rules in a second. First of all, our contestants are Leo and Kurt.
Yo.
And once this blows up, maybe we'll get, celebrity guests or something. So how the show works is I have taken millions, I think it's about 250 Star Wars quotes. They've been run through Google Translate a number of times. So here's an example. This quote has been run through Google Translate 80 times. Now, if the player were to guess the quote at this point, they would get 5 points. If they don't, we go down to 40 times scrambled. This is worth 4 points. If they still can't get it, we go down to 20 times. If you guys have got this one.
Can I buzz in?
I was gonna say.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Right. I have a negative attitude towards this. I feel bad.
I feel bad.
There are also a number of lifelines our contestants can use. You can ask for who the speaker was, who was the speakee, who's being spoken to.
I like how this is like the most useless.
That's why I have
lifelines ever.
I have it you set up for my example, because this wouldn't be a good one for the game. And the source. What film or TV show was it from? Because all of these quotes are from something on screen. There are a handful from the TV shows, but most of them are from the movies. You get 6 lifelines to spend as you please throughout the game. Each contestant is going to get 3 quotes, and then there will be a bonus round, a little bit of a head-to-head. So we're going to take turns. Contestants can steal, for example, if the contestant fails to get it or moves on to the next one. The other contestant has an opportunity to steal and try and guess, but they only get to do that once per quote. So if you try and steal and you mess up, that's it. There's nothing else. Okay. Leo, are you ready? Are you ready to begin this brand new era of What is Meesa Saying?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be on the. This is like, remember like in like the early 2000s when like they were rebooting all these like game shows from the 70s, but for prime time with fancy lights and stuff.
But we need a theme song.
That's exactly what this is.
Kurt,
We do need fancy lights like flashing back and forth across our
just
faces.
filled in to host this.
This is the best I can do.
Whoa. Hey, that's pretty good.
There's 3 temperatures of this ring light. Okay, and Kurt, you're in charge of coming up with a theme song.
Okay. Right on the spot now?
No,
or like
no,
later?
you've got a month.
Okay.
Okay, Leo.
What are Meesa saying?
Let's go.
Yes, the referee does not know the game, but the technique is simple. Remember, there's no restriction on lifelines, except you only get 6 maximum, and there will be 3 quotes for you and 3 quotes for Kurt. So you could do all 3 for the first 2, but then the last one you're going to have nothing.
So do I get penalized for guessing wrong? I forget.
If you guess wrong, then Kurt may choose to steal. If he does not, we proceed to the next point value, scramble-ness.
Okay.
And the lower scrambles are worth less points?
Right. Currently, if Leo were to get this right, he'd get 5 points. Yes, the referee does not know the game, but the technique is simple.
Let's go down to 40.
Kurt, do you want to steal?
No.
All right, we're going down to 40. Now for 4 points. Of course, this war is not by the will of God or drop the sword. Sounds like a Bible verse.
This is probably some from the prequels that I don't remember.
You could find out by getting that source.
Yeah,
lifeline.
okay. How about let's find out what the source is.
Okay. Attack of the
Yeah,
Clones.
told you.
One lifeline gone for Leo.
And there's no penalty for a wrong guess. It's like the same as not
Correct.
guessing.
Correct. But you only get one guess before the next player gets a chance to steal, or we move down.
I'm just gonna say begun the Clone Wars has.
That is incorrect, Leo.
Okay.
Kurt, would you like to steal?
I don't think so. It really seems like a
you get
2-sentence
penalized for
thing.
guessing.
No, if he guesses, if he gets one opportunity to steal.
Oh,
So if
Yeah, I
he
better
tries
save
to
it till I'm more sure.
Right.
Unless you get more sure first. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to wait.
Of course, this relationship is based not on our understanding of power, but on our understanding of the sword. I feel like if Evan was here, he'd be all over this one. I think the audience is screaming. I hear them back there. They know, but don't say audience. We can't spoil it for our live studio audience.
I think I've only watched Attack of the Clones about 4 times.
What?
What?
Fake fan.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, it's not that great of a movie.
I'm not saying it's not. It is, but still. I mean, just kind of like a
Maybe
Star
it's-
Wars thing. You
I
just
mean,
like, well, it
maybe
sucks,
it's
but I'll
been-
watch it.
Maybe it's
I
been
like
more
it,
like
but-
5 or 6, but still.
That's
I-
wild. You don't ever just do like a saga rewatch every couple years?
Other Star Wars fans have got me to the point where I just watching Star Wars just seems tedious.
Do you have a guess or not? Because I'm ready to
No,
steal.
I don't. Fine, steal. I don't care.
Kurt, steal
Okay.
for 3 points.
I'm going to try to get as close as possible. But
Yes,
I think
worth
it's-
noting to the audience is if your quote is not 100% correct, it will then go to the panel of judges who will decide whether you get the points or not if you were close enough.
Okay.
Panel of judges is me.
I'm thinking Dooku talking to Yoda. This battle will be judged not by our skill with the Force, but by our skill with a lightsaber. That's as close as I can get to what I'm thinking of.
Let me confer with the people in the booth. Kurt's got 3 points on the board. The original quote is, "It's obvious this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber."
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
So, yeah, I mean,
Count
I still
Dooku,
don't, I still
Yoda.
don't remember that even happening in the movie. That's a non-quote.
The audience was screaming at you.
this is right before Yoda pulls out his lightsaber and everyone in the theater screams with joy.
Let's look at the other scrambles. Obviously, this fight cannot be explained by military power. And obviously, this match is not determined by our knowledge of strength, but by our expertise with lightsaber. All right, Leo's first quote got stolen by Kurt. Now it is Kurt's turn. Kurt, are you ready for your quote?
Let's do it.
What the Meesa saying?
Where is Vreke?
I've no idea. That's so little to go off of. Even with a lifeline, I think it would be a waste. So I'm just skipping the first one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to steal that one.
Take a vacation here.
That is so little to go off of. Let me try it. Let me try a lifeline. Let me get the speaker.
The speaker is C-3PO, human cyborg relations.
Gosh dang it, that is not at all what I was thinking. Uh,
I will just for general audiences information, some of these are very easy. Some of these are really hard. Even if it's a memorable quote, some of the translations just make it crazy tough. Which one of them is this one? I don't know.
C-3PO. I can't come up with any 3PO quotes that
He never speaks,
I have
famously.
to skip. I have to skip that one.
Leo, do you want to steal?
No.
All right, down to 3 points. This is an attraction.
My God. These are like nonsense. I almost want to do Speaky, but there's like a 90% chance it's R2D2, and then that still doesn't help.
At least he's in a very few of the Star Wars movies, so the source might narrow it down.
I still don't have one. I have to skip again.
Leo, do you want to steal?
No.
All right, 10 points, or 10 times distortion for 2 points. That's the charm.
See?
Let me try another lifeline. Let's get the source. Maybe that'll help.
Attack of the Clones.
Clones, come on. Okay, so I'm thinking it's one of his stupid puns. That's the most likely. So let me think. Okay. I've got a guess.
All right, what's your guess?
What a drag.
Let's go to the panel here. They shrugged and said, fine. This is such a drag.
Such a drag.
This is such a drag.
God.
That's 2 points for Kurt. Puts you up to 5.
Sadly, I do remember that quote.
This is the mark. Those were tough. I'm surprised you got it.
Yeah.
The speak
those
E,
were-
of course, himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Literally no one else to talk to, and he's just saying dumb puns.
All right, back to Leo. Will this be the third Attack of the Clones?
What the
Quote?
Meesa saying?
God's word is true. There is silence.
Why do I keep getting Bible verses?
Still got 5 lifelines left on your second quote of 3.
I feel like this is probably something about the Force. I'm going to guess the Force will be with you always.
You are incorrect. Kurt, would you like to steal?
No.
What? You can't get it from that?
All right. 4 points on the board. Starting with Guruji, brief discussion. Starting with Guruji, brief discussion.
I'm passing.
Kurt, you want to steal?
I'm going to try
The
an
clues are
extremely-
emerging. Oh, he's going
I'm
for a
going to try an
snipe.
extremely long shot guess. This is
Going
probably
for-
going to be a waste.
Here he goes. He's going for a steal for 4 points. This could be huge.
It's not at all going to be correct. I'm just going to try it. Boring conversation anyway.
That's wrong. There goes your steal.
Okay.
Leo has free reign to slide down the board with no worry of Kurt stealing.
All right.
Good guess. All right, 20 times. Distortion. You were a good person and had time to ask questions. That's what they say after you're, telling you how you did in your job interview.
Who's saying this?
You want to go with the speaker?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay. Yeah. It was like it's got to be when he's talking about Anakin. He's like he was a good friend.
I'm gonna need something more.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm running the scene back in my head. Give me.
I think there's actually kind of multiple options here. If I had saved my steal, I might have actually had a chance, or it might still be way off.
If he doesn't get it by the time we get through 5, I will let you guess, but you won't get points for it. But you will get the satisfaction.
Oh.
No, I think Leo's gonna get it.
All right,
before
Leo.
He was a good friend and a cunning warrior.
No.
Shit.
Down to
Can't
10
remember.
times distortion. In everything you do, the story is short.
What? Now this is
It's getting
nothing.
further away.
Okay.
Well, obviously, this is closer to the truth. Not
yeah,
farther from it.
maybe. In everything you do, the story is short. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Who's he talking to here?
Is that a request to spend a
Yes.
lifeline?
Yes.
All right. Well, I got to be sure because there's no take backsies on my clicks here. Speak E is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh well,
Not
you
what I
were
was
right about
thinking.
one thing. The negotiations were short.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
You're right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. Leo is on the board with 2 points. The 5
Nice
times
job.
distortion one was, in one case, you were the perfect hero. Negotiations were shortened.
And
I was thinking the complete wrong quotes.
their brief discussion, negotiations were short. Could have been a clue.
The
but-
brief discussion.
Yeah.
But this Garuji shit. was thrown
Garuji. Starting with Garuji. Everyone knows Garuji. All right, back to Kurt. Your second quote. This is not my last hope.
That sounds suspiciously similar to some Star Wars quotes, but my guess, I think the most obvious guess that I might as well try is, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope."
Incorrect. I need some kind of like Jar Jar sound effect for like a buzzer.
Whoops!
Get the sound effect of like when he's getting zapped in between the engines of Anakin's pod racer.
Leo, would you like to steal?
I've got an idea percolating, but I think this is still so far away that it could be just coincidence that it's close to some other quote. So I'm gonna wait.
All right. Kurt, 40 times distortion for 4 points. Ico Unlimited. Sounds like a brand. Maybe it's Eco. Ico. Ico Unlimited.
This is so little to go off of. Since my first one was wrong, but let me try a lifeline. Let me get the speaker.
The speaker. Darth Sidious.
Okay, then this may be another red herring, but I've got to try.
I was gonna say, you got
Unlimited power.
Let's take a look. Unlimited power.
Oh.
And you get
And
Ow.
limited to 4 points. Puts you at 9.
Ooh. That was for a
bullshit
40x.
easy quotes.
Yeah.
Source, Revenge of the Sith, the Speak E. I put Mace Windu. Some of them are harder than you think. Is he talking to himself? Is he talking to somebody else? Talking to multiple
think
people?
Or is he
fits.
talking to Anakin, telling him
I
he's
don't
got
know.
unlimited power?
Or is he screaming out the window to
Okay,
all the
well let's see.
citizens of
Well, let's see
Coruscant?
what the other translations were.
More power. Infinite power.
Okay.
Infinite power. All right,
It's
Leo.
interesting how they all kind of were relatively close to the original quote, except for the 80 times distortion just
Yeah.
veered off.
Leo. It looks good in a big bag. This is your last quote before the bonus round.
It looks good in a big bag. She's got it where it counts.
Hold
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.
on. Nope.
Oh,
Oh, I was thinking the same thing though.
Sorry,
I was gonna
they're
try
telling me not to laugh at the correct answer. And
all right.
all right, you're gonna be so pissed. Kurt, would you like to steal?
No, that was the exact thing I was thinking, so I got nothing.
Do you know your size?
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Incorrect. Kurt, want to steal?
uh, I'll try.
He's going for it.
Judge me by my size, do you?
Incorrect. Kurt used his only steal for the round. Leo, down to 20. You have good traditions and a good size of luggage.
Okay, who's the speaker?
Dexter Jetster.
Oh gosh. I mean, that's weird because the size of luggage is sort of a running through line, but I don't remember enough Dexter Jetster lines. It doesn't matter at this point, obviously. I used my one guess, but it's weird.
What you got here's a Camino and Saber Dart.
Incorrect.
Ah, damn.
You have good habits and plenty of pocket money.
What the is this?
Some obscure
He's only got like
Dexter
5
Jetster
lines.
quote.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you were like me and watched that movie 10 times a day as a child because it was the only DVD you had, you'd probably know it.
It was one of the first DVDs I ever owned.
It was the first DVD we owned, along with Spider-Man, and that was a controversy because my little brother got Spider-Man on VHS from a relative, and then when we unwrapped Spider-Man on DVD later, my dad was like, well, we already got it on VHS, we got to return it. We're like, what? No!
Good habits and plenty of pocket money. The fuck is that? What? Okay, fine. What's the 5X?
Depends on how good your presentation is and the size of your book.
I think I know the second half, but not the first half. But it's too late for me anyway.
Whatever. Go ahead, guess, Kurt. I don't know. Told you. Told you it's all this
All right,
Attack of
Leo.
the Clones bullshit.
That's why I looked. I'm like, oh, he got 3 Attack of the Clones in a row. Out of 250 quotes or whatever I've got in here, you got 3 Attack of the Clones.
Depends on how big your pocketbook is. But I don't remember the first part of it.
That depends. Depends on what, Dex? On how good your manners are. And how big your
manners are.
Pocketbook is.
On how good your manners are. How big your pocketbook is.
Oh, yeah, when he's talking about the Caminoans, whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
I bet some people had it way back at 20x and were just screaming this whole time.
Now, this is the last round of regular play, going to Kurt for his last quote. Leo, you still have a chance to steal.
What did Meesa say?
Note, WEG, that it was a business forecast.
I think I'm going to start with a lifeline, see if I can get it early here. Let me... I want to do speaker, or I kind of want to do source. Let's do the source. Attack of the Clones.
Makes me think I should rename the show Attack of the Quotes.
All right, I'm
Are they alphabetical
I'm
by
hanging
movie
up
name?
from this recording.
They're not alphabetical. This quote is adjacent in my spreadsheet to the last quote, which doesn't mean anything, but it does. I was like, wait, is this not random? It is random because it's not going in any sort of order. It's just so random, it's making us think it's not random. The engineers, they assure me it is randomized.
Yeah, I don't have a specific enough guess, so I'm just going to have to skip this one.
Okay, he is a politician and I do not trust him.
Oh, okay. That seems extremely close. So let me see if I can get the words right in my head for the actual quote. It would be Obi-Wan talking to Anakin. about Padme. It's almost the same wording, right? So I think he says, "Oh no, is it him talking about
Gonna need an answer.
about Palpatine?" I swear it's like almost the same wording. I'm just gonna repeat verbatim the quote that is currently on screen as my guess, because that is the closest I can get. He is a politician, and I do not trust him.
That's gonna be incorrect. Leo,
Dang.
would you like to steal? For 4 points.
I can see the scene. No, not yet.
Remember, this is an empire, and you do not believe in it.
Dang, that is completely different. You do not believe in it. Let me do another lifeline to get on the right track. Let me get the speaker. Obi-Wan. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna have to just try another version of basically the same quote because I don't have any other guess. Let me try to say, she is a politician and not to be trusted.
Don't forget, she's a politician, and they're not to be trusted.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
3 points for Kurt.
And don't forget, she's a politician and they're not to be trusted.
Puts him up to 12. No opportunity to steal for Leo. Unfortunate, because I know he loves Attack of the Clones.
I swear he does say a similar thing about Palpatine at some point.
I think
but
it's
maybe
part of
that's
the
like
same conversation when he says, hey, she's a politician, Kurt. And he's like, well, Palpatine's a politician. He seems pretty cool. And he's like, he's a politician. That makes him automatically uncool. Okay. That is the first 3 rounds of play. After, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Kurt sitting with 12 points. Leo with 2 points. And as this is the first of the new format, things are subject to change in the future. Like maybe you can wager points, or maybe your leftover lifelines are worth something. For now,
point.
we're just going to roll with it. This is how it's going to work. We're going to have one final quote. That quote will not be for either of you. You are going to go back and forth guessing. You may still spend your lifelines as you see fit. Points are tripled.
Wow.
And because Leo is a little bit behind in points, he will get first guess. And he will get the initiative for the round. So we're going to see a quote. Leo gets first guess. Then you get to guess. Then we go down the line. Leo gets to guess. Then you get to guess.
And so with triple points, Leo, if he gets it on the very first go, he would get 15 and he would jump back into the lead.
Correct.
Is that true?
And
wow.
take the win.
What
All
did
right,
Meesa say?
here we go. Your business will not benefit you. And just for the sake of all that is good and holy, I'm going to check it. If it's from Attack of the Clones, I'm going to reload it. I guess I'm not reloading it. So we have eliminated part of this particular bonus round, brought to you by the League Against Attack of the Clones. They're sponsoring this round, and we can assure you that this quote is not from Attack of the Clones.
Your business will not benefit you. You can either
still
profit.
spend your... Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say you can either profit from this or be destroyed.
Incorrect, Kurt. If you get this right, you win the game. You go home with all of the Jar Jar points.
I've got to blow a lifeline for the chance to get this early. So give me the speaker.
Kurt using his last lifeline on the speaker. If he gets this wrong, this will benefit Leo as well. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, dang.
Kurt out of lifelines. Leo going, I don't know many Qui-Gon quotes.
At least I've seen Phantom Menace more times than Attack of the Clones.
Going through all the Qui-Gon scenes in my head. I've got to try some quote.
You got
just
5
for the
seconds
off
left.
Chance.
There's random time limits imposed.
I I can't think of any specific quotes off the top of my head. I have to skip. I can't get to one.
All right, 40 times distortion.
Okay.
There is no such name.
All right.
If
Well,
you get this right, this is worth 12 points.
well, let's get the speaky here because I've got to get this one to win. So, to
Jar Jar
Binks.
Binks, namesake and mascot of the show, good friend of the show. I need like a Jar Jar hat to wear while hosting.
Oh god! Like, or have it be like sort of like when you see like those pics of Ahmed Best, where he's
Right.
got like the
Like
Jar
that.
Jar head just sort of like coming
Right.
off the top of his head.
Like the cover my eyes so that you guys get the eye line right and you're not tempted to look into my eyes.
There is no such name. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
That's what I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess that.
Puts Leo up to 14 points. Takes the win on the first ever episode of the third episode of What Is Meesa Saying, a Star Wars game show of badly translated Star Wars quotes. And that's it. There's nothing else. You win. 20 times. Can't understand the language. The ability to speak, you are not intelligent. The ability to speak does not make you wise.
That's... It probably could have got it on 20 times there. Can't understand the language. All right, cool.
That is it. And you know what? We're gonna give
Once
you.
I don't have my Attack of the Clones handicaps.
And you didn't even use all of your lifelines, which is worse than nothing, but still.
It's like honor
there.
points.
Yeah, you get respect in the quote community. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you like it. Hopefully we'll get to do more of this soon, and I do intend to start branching out to more guests, and we'll see how that goes, because I'm sure we'll all get sick of Kurt and Leo eventually. You guys,
if not already.